Hello, hello, surprise, everybody. Welcome to a rare re record. Afropope coming at you live on twitch.tv. Let me get into where we're going to be today. So, like I said, this has never happened before, but I went ahead and deleted what we had for the stream update because it contained some information that I didn't really want to get out there. And how best do I want to put it? Orient the camera here. I think it would just be easier to delete it and re-record, so that's what we're doing. So welcome to the stream update, Mark II, for April 12th, 2022. My God, it feels weird to say it like that. Anyways, so quick, quick update, just like it was before. It was about 20 minutes long, but I have my words more concise. I'm not going to go off script as much. But personal updates. I am job searching again. Like I said, I don't try to have anything about my work out there on on the channel, so you won't get any names until I quit and or have a new job. But basically, the direction we're headed in is not good. Um, we got a release of our annual compensation increases, and it's bad. I was shocked. I think that they were mistaken in telling us that. So, a lot of us are thinking about in the same exact position I'm in, and so there's that. That will impact the stream in terms of getting a schedule out there. Also, not really knowing in advance when I'm going to stream because that is the priority. I have to have an income. This channel, I want to stay kind of as an entertainment and me enjoying this. Like I said, if money comes later, cool. But I do know a few people that are using this as a source of income, and it seems pretty rough right now, from what I hear. But we're nowhere near that kind of stance, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Second update I have is appraiser is coming to check out my apartment building with my landlord, and usually that means selling of a building. So we may have to relocate again, and I will try to be honest about that. But if that does happen, we won't. I will be going on hiatus. That's a pretty major thing to have to deal with on top of everything else. Um, Personal health update, kind of related to why I'm trying to find a new job. I've basically exhausted all of my sick leave and sick pay for dealing with long COVID, and I am struggling uh, with a really bad flare up of symptoms. Basically, I've been telling my doctor, hey, I'm cool with trying to resume exercise again for like the fourth time, but just know if I overdo it, this is going to happen. Didn't listen to me. Lo and behold, Friday morning, I wake up in a crash. All of my long COVID symptoms are intense. Basically, what a crash or a flare up of symptoms results in post exertional malaise, and basically just feels like I have COVID. So I spent the entire weekend in bed, falling out yesterday as well, and I'm just kind of frustrated with the whole situation. So that's where we're at in terms of personal updates. Now let's move to the second half of this update, which is stream update. So like I said, all of those personal things can impact stream. Um, Keep an eye on Afropop Live on Twitter to really understand where that is going to impact because I will be posting updates directly there. Um, I've started using my personal account again. Well, not personal, Afropop Live account on Twitter on my phone, so they're not all copy and pasted tweets from my Stream Deck. So I'm trying to give you a little bit more value for following those social media accounts. And as always, the YouTube channel is available for video on demand and or catching up with streams that you may have missed. Or if that's just your preferred style of watching video game oriented content, I try to support you on that. But we are, in terms of the Mass Effect playthrough, doing pretty good. The medical reasons are why we didn't really have much of a show last week. I am still testing a lot of stuff, as you might have seen in the last stream, and I'll get more into that in just a moment. But we, progress wise, we're headed to go carry out Morden's quest. not his loyalty quest, but like his recruitment quest. So we're still very much in the beginning, but making pretty good progress for what I thought. But that's kind of the state of things. Like, uh, in terms of the let's play, is we have progress, but I don't know when and or if we will be going next, just because of the outlined before. So my priority in terms of the channel is to stream that primarily. There may be some Elden Ring cut out here and there, other games, but for the vast majority of things, unfortunately, I pretty much deemed our PS5 streaming setup in the living room not adequate. I'm just gonna put it out there because I did put this out there in the last one. Do not buy the Pulse 3D headset. It's shit. It disconnects frequently. Can't hear anything, and that means you can't hear anything from me when I can't hear the game playing in it. So, not a very reliable headset. If and when I do a living room setup again, I will just use a Logitech headset, plug that in. Just the Pulse one is shit, and I cannot reliably use it. I figured this out while playing or while in a party chat with Manta Genus the other day, and every time he cut out in my ears meant that he couldn't hear me. So we will be readjusting on. That's kind of the only update I have with that. I'm trying. So going through my memory. Um. So in terms of availability, it's things haven't really gotten any better in that. I'm still kind of loath to stream while during work hours, even if I may not have anything to do that day because of just how work is going. I kind of need to keep this job going until I find a new one, if that's what ends up happening. I'd like to stay here and continue, but shit's getting expensive, man. Living here is expensive. And if we have to deal with finding a new place and or a rent increase, that's going to impact my bottom line. So, like I said, all of these things kind of do seem like they're on an individual basis, but they all stack into the overall health of this. And that's kind of where the state of things are. I do appreciate you guys sticking out for a re-record on today's um, channel update. But like I said, there was a significant security concern with the last one, so it has been deleted. It was never put on YouTube. Um, Going forward, I'm going to try to be a bit more careful about that kind of stuff because there's a lot of anti-streamer movement on Twitch. And what I mean by that is if someone doesn't like what you're broadcasting, uh, you can get targeted for harassment. Someone finds out personal information that I don't like, that I don't share on stream, also targeted harassment. So that's just kind of the state of things. That's why I ended up doing a re-recording. But oh yeah, last but not least, I totally missed this on the script, but the overlays. So I mentioned this on a stream prior, but I have commissioned Fox for a whole redesign of the channel theme, whether that's placeholders like good old logo here. And I think I've said it before, but I'll go ahead and repeat it. Like the logo and the banner were completed for free by my buddy Chris. We have plugged his work on the stream before, but it is time for a new direction. And part of that is, like some of you may have seen last week, a test of the overlay. And it was pretty miserable failure. There's a lot of things like follower count, follower goals that did not function properly. I have no clue because that seems to be an issue on their end, on the provider browser that I'm using for it. So those things will change. Right now, if we were streaming a game, the only thing you're going to get out of the overlay is alerts for like new follows, stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of trial and error for that process. But I don't also want to rush Fox on it. I want Fox to be able to take her time and really, do her thing. But the cool thing is she gets to use it as an assignment. So I think y'all will be seeing those changes sooner rather. But that is literally the state of things. Like I said, thank you for putting up with a re-recording of this, watching it twice um, after the fact, but that's just kind of how we're gonna be. Is just responsive, proactive, and unfortunately in this case reactive with things. I think you will start seeing stream updates come back. Um, they may be sometimes the only stream info you get that week with the state of things. I want to thank you all for following Afro Pope here on Twitch. Check out our YouTube channel. Available. I would show you in the chat, but my chat buttons are broken again. Set offline. Um, Follow me on the social medias. Afro Pope Live on Twitter is my primary source for interacting with viewers outside of Twitch. So you'll get the most up to date info there. I'm trying to, like I said earlier, be better about communicating things organically, writing my tweets, than relying on Stream Deck to just alerts, which is kind of what it's doing now, but it is what it is. So have a good rest of y'all's Tuesday. You'll see the offline screen is still in effect. Um, but yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening.